go into the sales tracking admin section. You're going to click on that. You're going to click on quote phase. It's going to default you to today's date. And basically you're going to get a screen that looks exactly like this. You're going to need to know the customer. Do we know the name of the customer?
It's Cymer Pharmaceutical.
Okay, so it's Cymer. Okay, I've got Cymer and Cymer Inc. Do you know the address? Did it give you anything?
I know the address is on Turnmint Court. Turnmint Court.
Okay, let's see real quick. Thurman Court, okay.
Turnmint with a T.
Thurman Court, okay. This one. Once you select the customer, you click on Save Update Values. If you did not know the customer's name, you can simply, or it does not exist, you can add a new one by going up to the top.
Okay.
All right. Click Save Update. Here, we're going to come in and you'll see that a new entry was created, 318, because we're in quote phase. And I'll explain to you the phases later on. But for you, this is more for the sales guys. We use the same vehicle they use to process new jobs. Okay. So here I'm going to click on the edit button because what we need to tell the system is now we need to define what kind of a quote or job this is going to be. Well, it's going to be electrical. For you, it is always electrical. You click on the electrical section here, and then another screen is going to pop up. It basically gives you a quote number. So this process you would use if you're using a quote, where you're quoting a job kind of like 939 and you're going to break out each piece. Or you basically use this as, you also use this to put down, for example, what the scope of work is. You know, customer called, responding to whatever the trouble call is. Okay, to trouble call. Okay. If this is a quote, you'd be putting the information as it relates to this, but because we don't know what it is, you're just going to save it. Okay, you exit out of here, and now you're going to see, once I refresh the screen, that a quote number is going to appear. Okay, now, since if you're with a quote, and I'll show you how to print it later, you can print it out, email it to the client. What we need to do now is create this, change this to 1 so I can get a job number. Because once you have a job number, that's the job number you give to your electrician so that they can put in their time card. Another process I will walk you through later as to how they do their time cards. Click on 1 and a job number is created. Okay. Once a job number is created, you can not only apply time to it, your electricians can, but you can also start ordering, materials, POs against that. When you order POs, that's another process I will show you. So the processes that you'll know are everything that's related to, that's needed to manage a job. On the labor side, time cards, you need a job number. And on the material side, the ordering, okay, as well as visibility as to when we actually pay the invoice. Because you might issue a PO for $500. It turns out that with shipping, it was $525, $550. We need to make a change to the PO so that it reflects the right cost, or vice versa if there's reduction in price. But
what about equipment? Like we're going to send out, like our recorder, or data recorder, or the load testing suitcase.
Okay.
We charge for that, right?
Well, what we do and we don't. Okay. This is where, if you can get away with it, I would do it. It's all about, it's funny you say that. It's all about how you sell it to the customer. It's a salesmanship. Before we've had, I don't know if I lack a better term, lazy people. They're just, to them a sale is a sale is a sale. Yes, in all fairness, there should be, an equipment charge. This is the amount of money that we're going to charge. It would be like you said, a chart recorder, a load bank, a bucket truck if we're going to go out and look at lights, $125 a day, stuff, something like that. Absolutely. And one, but obviously that's all in the, that would be as part of a quote. If we go in there and if this is a time and material, this is where we need to inform the customer. Just so you know, we're going out there. There will be a trip charge. There will be a, there will be an equipment charge, a forklift charge, whatever it is that we need to do. You'll be charged accordingly. And this is where a lot of the service jobs that we get really come through Sal or Jerry. And we have had relationships with those folks. One of the things that I'm going to let you, where later on we're going to go over with Jerry, is I'm going to show you a list of all the customers that we've ever done business with, say on the service side, but never done anything on the electrical. Because we've grown so fast that what's happened is that we really haven't cross-pollinated each of the segments. There are more people out there that need electrical services than they do generator services, especially on the commercial side. Yeah. So there's no reason why 80 to 90%, if 80%, 50% of the people that we do work with on the generator side, if we got them on the electrical side, you'd have a huge department, which is what our goal is. So we will get into that list because the idea would be that basically wherever Jerry goes, if they have electrical engineering meetings, the idea would be that you would go with him as well because those are the clients that we want to go after. He's got some phenomenal relationships. Sal has phenomenal relationships that'll kind of originate on the service side. We've tried kind of jumping the electrical department on the service side. It just hasn't worked. We haven't had the right people. Now we've decided to go out and get someone obviously that knows the business, that can run it, just focus on that and kind of build a division off of that. And because we've got the customers. And we've kind of reared back to a large extent simply because, we need to find the right personnel. Once we've created this, all we do is click on Save. Job numbers there.
Quote numbers there.
Job numbers here. Quote numbers here. Okay. I get out of the screen. I hit Save. And now I'm ready to go back into and you'll notice that the job went away from quotes because it's no longer quoted. It's won, so it's not going to show up here. If I want to see all jobs that were quoted today that have been won, all you have to do, actually, no. It's just going to show you only the jobs that have been quoted but have not been won. Now, if I go back to, by clicking the globe, it'll take you back to the main screen, which is this. You'll notice that before it was 47 jobs, now I have 48. I click on that, and there should be, where is that job? Oh, wait a minute, you know what? Okay, there's something that I didn't do that I should have done. When you create a job under the admin side, it's important that you do not leave the customer, the salesperson's name blank. So what we're going to do is put it as company, define it as company.
Yeah, I thought
on this, let me know, and we can make the beauty about us owning the program is that we can pretty much call, we can pretty much call the shots on what this does. The scope of work that I typed out on the quote comes over to the scope of work on the generator when the job is won. So I'm not sure if you recall, I put the quote,
right,
and it carries over. That's right.
What do they call that? Populate.
That's right. Project nodes, any project nodes, or we'll meet with customer. It defaults it to today's date. You click this plus button, and it saves the record. So you can have notes out the wazoo with regards to the job.
So you're still recording. was that? You send that over in a